Pakistan experienced 780% more rainfall than average this year. The excessive rainfall has flooded almost 2/3 of the country. Major infrastructure has been submerged underwater. Total losses? More than $10 billion, according to some estimates. Our next report details the monsoon fury in Pakistan.
These are biblical scenes in Pakistan. Most of the country looks like one big river. It has wiped out everything in its path: houses, farms, roads, and bridges. The floods are unlike anything Pakistan has ever experienced. The signs were ominous in the months of April and May. Back then, Pakistan was reeling under an intense heat wave. That set the stage for this deluge. You see, warmer air retains a lot more moisture, around 7% more per degree Celsius. And when monsoons came, that moisture dropped to earth. The numbers are staggering. Pakistan received 780% more rainfall than normal. Some places got 14.8 inches of precipitation. That's 3 times the national average. The end result is this: almost 1/3 of Pakistan is flooded. Nearly 33 million people are affected. Almost 500,000 are living in temporary shelters. The Prime Minister himself was distributing aid.
And I can say without any fear of contradiction that this flood situation is probably the worst in the history of Pakistan. The damage to our infrastructure is very vast and is spread all over Pakistan.
These pictures reveal the scale of destruction. Most houses are partially submerged in water. Agricultural fields are completely destroyed. In the Sindh province, 40% of the cotton crop is gone, wiped out by the floodwater. Pakistan's planning minister put the total losses at $10 billion.
I think it's going to be huge. So far, very early preliminary estimate is that it is big. It is higher than $10 billion to very early estimate, very rough estimate. But our joint survey teams comprising of NDMA, PDMA, and Army are now out in the field. But many areas are still not accessible because of the water.
What Pakistan needs is humanitarian aid, and a lot of it. The UAE sent 3,000 tons of food supplies. The United States pledged $1 million. China sent 25,000 tents. The UK announced $1.7 million. And the European Union, $1.8 million. Besides this, Turkey and Qatar have also sent supplies to Pakistan. Almost 500,000 Pakistanis are living in shelters. You can imagine what the facilities are like. No sanitation, no drinking water, and a daily hustle for food.
We don't have drinking water. All the pipes have been destroyed. An electric motor is also broken down. Nothing is left. What should I do? My children are facing hunger and the scorching sun.
People send relief goods here, but the distribution is not well organized at all. There are routine shuffles here, and people have to fight to get some food.
Pakistan is a prime example of the looming climate crisis. The country was never an industrial hub. It makes up just 0.4% of global emissions. Yet, it is feeling the effect of climate change.
It's time for the big emitters to review their policies. We have crossed what is clearly, we've crossed a threshold, not just Pakistan, but many countries. The global climate has crossed a threshold earlier than expected, and we are the ground zero as the tipping point happens.
Pakistan's leaders are not entirely faultless. The country experienced a similar case of flooding in 2010. Nearly 2,000 people died. So ideally, they should have been better prepared this time. Maybe built better drainage systems or halted construction near riverbeds. But Pakistan's leaders were busy with other things. South Asia Bureau, WION World is One.